Shalom Israel, Shalom. It's the brother Quatazi Yahawashi back at it with another lesson. First and foremost, I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahawashi, Bahashem, Raha HaKodash. Double honors to my teachers, the elders and apostles, great millstone. Shalom to you brothers out there laboring in this truth and faith and sincerity. And shalom to the families out there watching, waiting, praying on Yahawashi's second return. Peace and blessings to the house of David, the hopeful elect. All right, so I just wanted to do a quick in transit before I pull up to the workhouse, before I pull up to the plantation. And the spirit was on me to talk about how you got to remain comforted in Yahawashi. All right? We remain comforted through our faith in Yahawashi, right? Because the book of John, chapter 14, 15, and 16, Yahawashi mentions the Comforter, right? And Yahawashi is our Comforter, okay? The Apostle Paul, the beloved Apostle Paul, right? 1 Corinthians 14:31, 2 Corinthians 1 and 4. All right, we have comfort in our faith. Okay, or through our faith, we comforted. Because in captivity, we're going to go through a lot of suffering, and we have been going through a lot of suffering, right? Because that's the meaning of patience, is suffering, right? And we go through particular things in our life, even in this truth, right? Even in this truth, it's not like Yahawashi put all blessings on you, or your life is just a cakewalk and everything is just sweet biscuits and gravy. We all go through particular things, man. Whether it's losing a job, certain ailments and sicknesses, okay? Certain ailments and sicknesses. Your car start giving you trouble. You catching hell at the job, at the workplace. You fuck around and lose a job. You fuck around and lose your job, and it's just all type of Salakia. Bear with me. I'm trying to find a park here at the plantation, man. I can park real quick. But we go through particular things, right? Oh, shit. We go through particular things. But we comforted in Yahawashi, all right? We comforted by the scriptures, right? The scriptures say, comfort one another with these words, okay? And whatever it is that we're going through, one of the main reasons we comforted through it, and Yahawashi is our comforter, is because we know through the scriptures Yahawashi went through much more hell than any of us have ever gone through or will go through, right? Even the tribulation and the persecution that's coming to Israel, to our people. Even the persecution and tribulation that's coming will be nothing in comparison to what Yahawashi went through for us, for our sins. So we got to be grateful, man. We got to be grateful that we have Yahawashi. We got to remain comforted in our faith in Yahawashi. All right. And so what sparked this lesson and what had the Spirit come on me to say that was, I was going through and still am to a degree going through a particular hell, right? Because, you get some blessings, you catch some hell. You get some blessings, you catch some hell, right? Yahawashi is balanced. right? Proverbs 11:1, and Proverbs Slakia. It's slipping my mind. It's because it's 2 in Proverbs 11:1, and then Proverbs chapter is it 20? Ultimately, roughly paraphrasing, a just weight is his delight. Okay, so Yahawashi, like I said, he gonna put some blessings on us. We're gonna catch some hell, catch some blessings, catch some hell. And I was going through particular hell recently, and that's what, and I was just sitting and thinking and meditating on how, how in the flesh, or to my flesh, I guess you could say, how bad it may seem, but in reality, it's not as bad as, one, the tribulation that's coming to this place, and two, it's not nowhere near on the level of suffering that Yahawashi went through. Okay, so I wanted to push this out for those of y'all who might be catching some hell. You might be going through particular things. You know what I'm saying? The people at your job giving you hell. Esau giving you hell. Your woman might be giving you hell. Your family. Just different things might be occurring in your life, and it feel like a burden. It feel heavy to bear. But remember that we have Yahawashi. All right? We have Yahawashi. We have this truth, knowledge, wisdom, and understanding. We have the spirit of Yahawashi within us. Okay? And that's something to be happy about, man. It's hard. Salakia. It's hard sometimes, or it's easier said than done. It's easier said than done to smile through whatever it is you're going through, remembering Yahawashi. But when you are going through it in the moment, if you think about Yahawashi, if you meditate on Yahawashi and think about and meditate on how he went through what he did for us, so that in the end, we ultimately could come out on top, right? That's a reason to smile, man. That's a reason to smile. That's a reason to stay rooted in this truth, rooted in this faith. All right? Rooted in what we cannot see or hear. Because you got a lot of people that just don't believe altogether, right? And I didn't want to make this long, Salakia. I'm getting ready to wrap it up. But you got a lot of people that don't believe altogether, all right? So count yourself blessed to have been given this knowledge, wisdom, and understanding, and that you actually understand it, all right? And when it's broken down to you, when you read the scriptures, and when scriptures are broken down to you, you fully understand it. You're not bugged out like the rest of these people who just don't get it, who will say some shit like, oh, that's not what that means, that's your interpretation of it, and all this whole other dumb shit, man. But remain comforted through your faith in Yahawashi, okay? Because without Yahawashi, we have nothing. We have fucking nothing. Nothing to look forward to, nothing to, we prisoners of hope, okay? Prisoners in Yahawashi, all right? And yeah, that's all, man. I just wanted to push this out to uplift the hopeful elect, the house of David, all right? The kingdom is almost here, man. You know what I'm saying? Whatever hell you're going through, just be patient yet a little while longer, all right? Because prophecy is not tarrying. Yahawashi is about to speed this thing up rapidly, All right, before you know it, the MOTB, the mark of the B, is going to be here. That RFID C-hip, micro C-hip, is going to be here. Okay? And then that test is going to come upon the whole world. Revelation 3 and 10. All right, to tempt the whole world. Stay rooted in your faith in Yahawashi and pray that you have not the spirit to take that thing, man. You know, because you got cats out here who they're gonna do just like the beloved elder Apostle Tahar said, man. They gonna give me 3-4 of them bad boys. You know what I'm saying? That's how they gonna be, man. I'll take 3-4 of them joints. Nah, man, this ain't that. You know, our faith is in Yahweh Bahashim Yahawashi, and we know that he will provide for his elect. All right, we know he gonna provide if we stay faithful, stay diligent. All right, stay in the spirit, walking circumspectly, repenting, begging for mercy and forgiveness. You know, rehearsing the righteous acts to the best of our ability. Okay, and bidding as many as we can to the marriage. So with that, I'm going to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahawashi, Bahashem, Rachahakodash. Double honors to my teachers, the elders and apostles of Great Millstone. Shalom to you brothers out there laboring in this truth and faith and sincerity. And shalom to the families out there, the men, women, and children who are watching, waiting, praying on Yahawashi's second return. Peace and blessings to the house of David, the hopeful elect. Shalom.